We crave connection. It's a fundamental human need. Yet sometimes in our pursuit of love, we stumble into the trap of settling. We choose the familiar over the exhilarating, the predictable over the passionate. Settling might appear as a safe haven, a refuge from the storm of uncertainty that often accompanies dating. But this perceived safety can come at a steep price. The allure of stability can blind us to the subtle compromises we make along the way. We convince ourselves that a lack of passion is normal, that butterflies are fleeting, and that a spark is merely a figment of romantic comedies. We mistake comfort for compatibility, routine for connection. We tell ourselves that this is what mature love looks like. However, deep down, a quiet discontentment starts to brew. We might ignore it at first, brushing it off as the inevitable settling into a long-term relationship. But this unease rarely dissipates. It lingers in the shadows, casting a long shadow over our lives. Choosing the path of least resistance might seem appealing in the short term, but in the grand tapestry of life, settling for anything less than a fulfilling and passionate connection can lead to a love life that feels more like a consolation prize than a cherished victory. The consequences of settling rarely manifest in grand, explosive arguments. Instead, they seep into our lives subtly, eroding our sense of self-worth and happiness over time. The most insidious effect of settling is the gradual decline in self-esteem. When we choose a relationship where our needs aren't fully met, we send a powerful message to ourselves that we are not worthy of a love that truly nourishes us. This internalized belief can then permeate other areas of our lives, affecting our confidence, our goals, and our overall sense of well-being. The constant comparison between our reality and our unfulfilled desires breeds resentment, frustration, and a pervasive sense of emptiness. Moreover, settling can lead to a chronic state of anxiety. We might find ourselves constantly questioning our choices, wondering, what if? This uncertainty can manifest in various ways, from difficulty sleeping to difficulty concentrating at work. The weight of an unfulfilling relationship can become a heavy burden to bear, leading to feelings of being trapped and emotionally drained. The longer we stay in a relationship where we've compromised our core values and desires, the more entrenched these negative emotions become. It's a vicious cycle that can chip away at our spirit, leaving us feeling lost, unfulfilled, and unsure of how to reclaim our happiness. The ramifications of settling extend far beyond our individual well-being. They strike at the very heart of the relationship itself. When we settle, we create a chasm between ourselves and our partners. This chasm might not be immediately apparent, but it grows wider with each passing day, eroding the foundations of intimacy, communication, and overall satisfaction. Intimacy, both emotional and physical, thrives on vulnerability and genuine desire. However, when we settle, we often withhold parts of ourselves, fearing that our true needs and desires will not be met. This self-protection creates distance, making it difficult to truly see and be seen by our partners. Communication, the lifeblood of any healthy relationship, also suffers. We might avoid difficult conversations, fearing conflict or rejection. We might resort to passive-aggressive behaviors or build walls of silence, further deepening the disconnect between us. The lack of genuine connection inevitably impacts our level of satisfaction in the relationship. We might go through the motions, fulfilling our obligations as partners, but feeling a persistent sense of emptiness. The joy, the passion, the deep sense of fulfillment that we crave remain elusive. The consequences of settling are not merely theoretical. They play out in countless relationships every day. Take, for example, the story of Sarah, a woman who married her college sweetheart because it felt like the next logical step. Years later, she found herself trapped in a loveless marriage, filled with resentment and unfulfilled dreams. She had traded her passion for writing for a stable but unfulfilling career, all in the name of a relationship that no longer brought her joy. Then there's Mark, who stayed in a relationship with his partner for fear of being alone. He convinced himself that her controlling behavior was a sign of love, ignoring the fact that he felt suffocated and unheard. He sacrificed his own happiness for the illusion of security, only to realize years later that he had wasted precious time on a love that lacked respect and authenticity. These stories, though fictionalized, reflect the very real struggles faced by individuals who have chosen comfort over genuine connection. They serve as a stark reminder that settling for anything less than what we deserve can have profound and long-lasting consequences on our well-being and our capacity for love.